Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another episode of The Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. Thank you guys for coming this morning. I am Marisha LaShay, the host of this amazing show. So glad that you guys was able to tune in on this beautiful Wednesday morning. So glad that you're here. You could have been anywhere else, but you are here with me, and thank you for coming. All of my returners, thank you guys so much for your support. All of my newcomers, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. First and foremost, give an honor to God who is the head of my life. Thanking him for all that he has been doing, just for me personally, even with the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay, as we're continue to expand and to grow on different social media platforms and just different um, platforms where you listen to podcasts and things like that. Very proud of myself, very proud of the work, and as God continuously to giving me the goal, the ammunition to keep going. So, you guys, with that being said, second thing I want to kind of give a shout out and give praise to my supporters and just my community, just even for this vision of the Breakfast Show starting, and my father being the soundboard for me. Thank you, Dad. Thank you just for being an inspiration of allowing this to even be a full thing, along with God, myself, just alignment. When this brand was started, it was definitely during COVID, and as a result, that was like 5 years ago as of this year, but I won't celebrate 5 years until late November. And I'm just truly, truly grateful. So that leads me to my next point of how many countries I set a goal to lock down countries to be heard in different countries. And that has been happening. Ever since that I put it out here, I just been going after it. And as a result, I currently have 25 countries that this podcast is being heard in. And, I make it seem so small, but it's not, because everybody couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Or had the grit to want to keep going and to allow God to be in control and at the forefront of this platform and everything that I'm currently doing in this space. So, with that being said, that leads me into my third point. The third point is another goal that I had was to increase my listening base, where listeners are being able to tune in, and that has happened as well. And I across all platforms. So when I think about the overall total of listeners that are tuning in on different platforms, searching me up, that's over 1,600 active listeners that have tuned in, that have, seen this. They have seen me, they have seen this show, and I'm just like, thank you, God, because I know that none of this possible without you, without my community of listeners, without those that are constantly just tuning back in, friends, family, just strangers, just people in different countries. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support, your love, your outpour, your sharing, all of the above. I thank you guys so much. So, with that being said, today is day 16 of the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. This show will be in effect for the next 14 days, which is 2 weeks from now, all the way to April 30th. Of course, when this show started, we only viewed 4 times out of the year, and that is still the case. More things to come in regards to being able to expand more and get more content from me. But I only, showcase in the month that have 30 days, which is April, like this month, June, September, November. But in November, like I mentioned prior to or earlier or a few seconds ago, that I'll be celebrating my big five in November, November 1st to be exact. So you guys be on the lookout for different events and things that may be going on in regards to the anniversary of the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. 5 years in this thing, big five, big five, big five, big five. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and jump into the mental check-in. And that is rated on a scale from 1 to 10, one being the worst day of your life and 10 being the best day of your life. How are you feeling this morning? And for me, I'm feeling very motivated this morning to go ahead and take care of my business and do everything that I need to do. Um, when I think about that, I want to rate that. And that's a 9, big 9, high stepping 9. Definitely just kind of getting my sleep in. I've just been a little exhausted. Monday just kind of I started out very high key, but Monday just kind of really dictated the way that this flow of the week going. So I just been trying to just definitely persevere through and make my way on through, from sorting through grades, coaching IAR, ELA blocks, um, for the testing, still teaching my content after my kids get done, being on time, timeliness, and just doing what I'm coming to do. So with that being said, and putting out content for you all and being able to promote and tell people about it and just still just doing everything that I'm doing. So thank you. Thank God for the strength. Thank God for just setting the vision and making it clear for me in alignment. With that being said, whatever platform that you are on, please begin to check in, so I know where you stand for today. That's definitely important to me. Just knowing where you stand about certain things. So, yes, please feel free to share, drop those comments. Looking forward to it. So, yes. All right, I'm going to go into the question of today. Our question of today is very simple and basic, but I expand on it a lot. So today's question is going to be, what is a phone? Okay. So a phone is short for telephone. It's a device used to communicate with other people over long distances by transmitting sound, typically voices. There are two main types of phone lines, telephone lines. You have a landline of phones. These are wired and connected to a telephone network via physical cables. You might see them in homes or offices. Second type of phone is mobile devices such as a cell phone. And these are wireless and connect to cellular networks. They could be used almost anywhere with coverage areas. Okay. Now, when we talk about the use of cell phones and what we're using them for, there are different types of mobile phones, but our focus today is going to be smartphones. And smartphones are more than just telephones, okay? You can make calls on them, but you can also send out text messages. What if a person doesn't answer the phone? You can shoot them a text message, right? You could also be able to do, browse the internet, take photos, and create memories and videos, right? Use apps for games, social media, banking, and more. Provide GPS navigation, play music and videos. You know, the original purpose of the phone was just for people to be able to, just kind of communicate, you know, but they're like computers, you know what I'm saying? Being able to keep everybody connected. And that's the best part about it. I also want to share some status. Did you know about phones? Top 10 statistics about phones, right? First and foremost, let's start with the global usage of phones and the stats. Over 6.9 billion people use mobile phones worldwide. That's more than 85% of the global population. Second stat, smartphone users account for 5.6 billion of all mobile phone users globally, and the number is still growing. Third, on average, people check their phones 144 times per day, which is roughly every 10 minutes. Four, mobile internet usage accounts for over 60% of total web traffic globally. All right. Five, the average screen time on smartphones is anywhere from 4.5 hours to 5 hours per day per user. Wow. I didn't know that. The next topic that I want to talk about in regards to cell phones is the communication and the app use. Most people for six, when we talk about friends that live out of the country and things like that, WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger are the most used messaging apps, each with over 2 billion monthly active users. That's a lot. Seven, TikTok has the highest average session time, with users spending around 95 minutes per day on the app itself. Everybody love a good TikTok moment, right? Eight, the most downloaded app category is social media, followed by entertainment and shopping. Okay, that sounds legit. Definitely sounds legit. Let's talk about the economic impact of phones. In-app purchases and mobile advertisement made over 500 billion in revenue globally, and this was back in 2023, 2 years ago. And last but not least, number 10, the average American spends over $1,200 per year on their cell phone bill, including device payments and service fees. Now, when we think about the age group of people that's using a phone, that's where it's going to get interesting. So let's break it down by country, age group, and app type. If we're talking about by country, okay, this is according to the stats from last year and aligned to this year. I just kind of went back a year. First country, China. Largest smartphone network with over 1.1 billion users. Apps like WeChat dominate, blending messages, payments, and social media. India is the second. Second largest with over 980 million smartphones users. Usage is growing fastest here, especially for affordable Android devices. Number three, the United States. Over 310 million smartphone users with some of the highest data consumption per user, which is 15 gigabytes per month. Number four is coming Brazil. Brazil leads in social media app engagement, which is an average of 3.5 hours per day spent on platforms such as Instagram and WhatsApp. Number five, you have Nigeria, Africa's mobile leader with over 170 million phone users. Mobile internet is key due to the limited broadband access out there in Nigeria. Mm, really now. Now we showing out. I ain't mad. They came to let it be known, honey, and I ain't mad about it. Um, sorry, y'all. Notes slipping away from me. All right, let's talk about by age groups. That's my second category when I talk about these stats. Teens, 13 through 19, spend most of their time on their phones, 7 to 9 hours a day. Top apps, TikTok. I said TikTok. TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, and YouTube. Heavy users of short form video and group message. All right. Young adults, we're talking about the age range of 20 to 34. Balance between social media, entertainment, and work apps. Common uses of streaming, dating apps like Tinder, and job platforms such as LinkedIn. Average screen time is anywhere from 5 to 7 hours a day. Adults 35 and between 35 and 54, they use phones for news, productivity, and family messaging. Apps such as Facebook, WhatsApp, Gmail, and mobile banking. Screen time is like kind of between 3 to 5 hours a day. Older adults 55 and up, increasing adoption. Over 70% now own smartphones. Also, they use phones for video calls such as Zoom, health tracking, and simple games such as Solitary or Candy Crush. This is interesting though because a lot of people that are over this age of 55 don't even know how to work their phone, so they go and get the most simple phone that they could get. I understand everybody got to have a little phone, especially if they're going to doctor's appointments and being able to track what's going on with them, especially if they have health problems. I'm not mad about it. And then let's talk about the apps. The top app trends: social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, messaging, WhatsApp, Telegram, Messenger, video streaming, YouTube, Netflix, Disney Plus, gaming, PUBG Mobile, Candy Crush, Genshin Impact, shopping, Amazon, Shein, Tumu, productivity and finance, Google Calendar, Cash App, PayPal, BMO. Okay. These are all the top things that having a phone, these are the most common things that people are checking out. Even some people even have a career with using their phone, writing up insurance apps, giving quotes. The phone serves multiple purposes. It's the message for today. So, how are you using your phone? With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. That is all that I have for you all today. Thank you guys for stopping in. If you did not catch today's episode, you could definitely catch it on my YouTube page. It will be there. So, yes, you guys, I'm out of here. That's all the time that I have. Same time, same place tomorrow.